just to be careful, I also tested the call-in number and everything's working fine. So let's hope no one has trouble today.
Good.
So it tells me that we are live on YouTube. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. So it'll be the front page of the agenda, the Board of Estimate and Apportionment.
Perfect.
Petros, did you get a hold of our colleague?
Yeah, I gave her a call. She didn't answer. And I also sent her an email with my phone number. So hopefully she recognizes it was me and gives me a call back. But yeah, I haven't been able to reach her.
Tells me that we are live on YouTube. And what I'm going to do
I'm
is
sure it
gonna
won't be an
share my
issue.
screen. So it'll be the front page
I'm
of the
having a hard time
agenda,
hearing you.
Estimate and Apportionment.
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. And if given this 11th hour, it's okay.
Nobody's here. Okay. All right, bear with me 1 second.
Our new reality, Zoom meeting.
I'm so over technology today.
Don't say that until we're done with this meeting.
Okay, I won't.
I don't want the technology gods messing with us. So hold your peace, Danielle.
I will hold my peace and try and get this screen sharing up and running.
Okay. Hi, Darius. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Your jazz hands?
Yes, jazz hands. At least you know what they are.
Okay, we have Mike. Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Hi, Kashana.
She's not here yet, but she's on her way over. Oh, she's walking over. All right, so the time is now 1:30 p.m.
Okay. Do we have anyone from, okay, I see Council President Ellis, and anyone from Corporation Council? Not seeing anyone, but okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Danielle, when you are able to, can you share your screen?
My screen is currently up right now and on the home page. I'm going to navigate to the first page of your agenda.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's sideways. I'm going to see if I can rotate it.
You know, and I'm not seeing it actually. I'm not seeing your screen. Is anyone else not seeing Danielle?
I can see it.
No, I could see it also.
I can see it as well.
Okay.
Are you accessing the meeting from a mobile device?
No,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Would you like me to read the items off?
Nope, I have it right here, so I'm good. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's Board of Estimate and Apportionment meeting. The date is May 19th, 2020, and the time is 1:31 p.m. Present are myself, Dr. Dorcia Pleers, Chief City Auditor. We also have from my office, our Deputy Chief City Auditor, Petros Hell, Darius Shamfar, our City Treasurer, Michael Wheeler, our Budget Director, Council President Corey Ellis. Okay, and I still don't see anyone from Corporation
Bruce
Council.
is here.
Oh, Marisa is here.
Yes.
Okay, and we have Marisa Franchini, who is our lead attorney for the city, present. We have a pretty brief agenda today. In terms of budget transfers for this year, for 2020, we have a request that has come in from the fire department. And that request is in the amount of $3,500. So the department is requesting that that amount be transferred from the EMT stipend line to the vehicles line. The purpose of this transfer is to purchase a used van from a local volunteer fire agency. The current vehicle that the department has, I'm assuming based on the details that we were provided, when they receive the quote, it would cost a lot more money to get it fixed. So that's the purpose for this particular request. The other request that we have, and this is not a transfer, but an increased appropriation. This request has come from Buildings and Regulatory Compliance. I know that we have one of our representatives here, Valerie Scott, present on the Zoom meeting. So the request is for an increase in the amount of $60,154. The purpose for this increase is so that we can pay contractors for some of the emergency demolition services that have been provided. And this would be an increase that we would see in the stabilization and demolitions account. Any questions about either of the requests?
No.
Perfect. Moving right along. The council had a meeting last night, and there were a total of 3 pieces of legislation that were brought to our attention. Let's see if I can pull them up quickly here. So the first is a local law E, and the other 2 are ordinances. Now, Danielle, you mentioned that these were put forward because there were budget implications. I was able to participate in some of the meeting yesterday. Local Law E, which provides exemption for first-time home buyers. I was under the impression that this was a budget
neutral. Yes.
legislation. Is that accurate?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you, Council President Ellis. And then the other 2 ordinances are related to the purchasing of property. The first is, authorizing the sale to the Legal Aid Society of Northeastern New York, Inc., for city-owned land at 69 Sherman Street, and the other, and that's ordinance 4120, and then the second ordinance, which is 54120, is related to the sale. Let's see, the council authorizing the sale to 39 Columbia Street Associates for city-owned land along Van Trump Street. Council President Ellis, can you speak to the budget implications for these 2 pieces of legislation?
Well, it's the sale of the property, of receiving funds for it. Some council members brought up the fact that they thought that, it should have been priced higher, but that's a different discussion about how we assess and who does the assessment. But basically, this is money that we will be getting for selling the property to the developer of that property. And a parcel, what we were informed of, a parcel, the owner owns majority of the property. There was another piece of the parcel that they didn't own that they were buying from the city, but the majority of property already owned the surrounding areas.
Thank you. So pretty straightforward agenda. If there are no questions, do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve.
Second,
Okay, second, Council President. I'm sorry, motion to approve, Council President Ellis. Second by City Treasurer Darius Shanfar. Any further discussion? Seeing that there's none, the agenda is approved as is, and that would conclude the meeting. Is there a motion to wrap up and conclude this ENA meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay.
I think we had to say aye.
Oh, that's
I
right.
just said, I thought I don't have to put a motion to adjourn.
No.
For
we
the-
didn't- we
to
didn't-
vote on the
Oh.
approval of the
agenda.
agenda.
Of the agenda.
Yes, thank you.
Aye.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay,
And
motion.
I will now second Council President's motion to adjourn.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed?
They
All right.
can stay on, we just won't be here.
The motion carries. Thank you all so much for your time today. And we're going to now transition to our city clerk's office for the next meeting.
Kashana, unmute your microphone. Kashana, unmute your microphone.
Kashana,
Unmute your
you're
microphone.
muted. There you go. Now again, well. Can't hear you, Kashana. We can't hear you. Unmute.
Got it.
There you go.
Here I am. I'm back. So do we have Mike? Mike Wheeler, Darius Shanfar.
Yep.
Marisa
I'm here.
Francini, Randy Milano, and Frank Zioli. There we go.
Yep.
So our agenda is not that heavy as well. I'm sorry for all the emails. I did overlook an email for the towing, so I've added that to the agenda. So first we have Mr. Milano offered the following. Resolved that the secretary be authorized and directed to advertise for bids for improvement projects to existing mechanical systems for various city-owned buildings, 2020. Said proposals to be received by the board at a regular meeting to be held on June 2nd, 2020 at 1:30. The Department of General Services offered the following. Resolved that the secretary be authorized and directed to advertise for towing heavy and light vehicles. Said proposals to be received by the board at a regular meeting to be held Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020 at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Milano offered the following. Resolved that the secretary be authorized and directed to advertise for bids for City of Albany Woodlawn Avenue reconstruction project. Said proposals to be received by the board at a regular meeting to be held on June 2nd, 2020 at 1:30 p.m. We have the Department of General Services offered the following for the purposes of a sole source purchase. Did you want me to waive the reading of the resolution or to read
I
it in
think so.
full?
Everybody else is okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and we'll waive the reading of the resolution. It will be part of the final agenda with its attachment. So we have openings today. First one is for the lease of uniforms submitted by UniFirst. I believe no security was required for this.
No, no security.
All right, there's various listings with the prices and amount. I will attach this to the bid tabulation sheet in our final. Next, we have renovation and improvements to city-owned buildings. The first, we have AOW. Bunch of stuff in here. Bid bond included. We have a base bid of $409,500. There's a general contingency allowance, $20,000, a steel inspection allowance of $3,500. For all three items, it's $433,000.00. Next, we have Gainham Contracting Car. Bid bond included. So, total lump sum price is $500,000 to $15,000. And with the $20,000 contingency allowance, the $3,500 steel inspection allowance, the totals of the combined items are $538,500.00. And the last but not least, we have Mid-State Industries, bid bond included. Yeah, there it is. So they have a total lump sum price of $402,311. And when you add in the $20,000 general contingency, $500 for inspection, the combined total is $425,811.00. So that's the openings. Next, the following offered on behalf of the water board. We saw that the contract, we got two from the water board contract awards. We saw the contract for the 2020 chimney and manhole rehab project be awarded to the lowest bidder, Aero Construction. And resolved that the contract of the 2020 water and sewer projects be awarded to the lowest bidder, William Keller and Sons Construction Company. And the final item is APD Traffic Engineering Division. The following, resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision of city contract number 9044, that the bid of the following named contract be extended until October 31st, 2020, at and for the prices and terms specified in the existing contract for the local pedestrian safety action plan with Stilson Electric. Extended completion date is October 31st, 2020. That concludes the agenda of the Board of Contract and Supply. Is there any discussion? Can we get a
I'll
motion
move
to
you-
that?
I'll move the agenda.
I'll second it.
Thank you, all in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
And a motion to adjourn?
so moved.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aye.
All righty.